I do. Like there are
That
days I
was your
just think,
first mistake, Ark.
there are days works where I just look at you and I go, he's gonna grow up finally today. I'm gonna be able to take him off my insurance and send him out on his way, let him get his own apartment, and then I'm like, God damn it, he's still in my fucking basement.
Well, in this case, goddamn, he picked another fight with a family member.
Regardless, for those of you who are watching who had to listen to that little outburst, I welcome you all back to Epic and Friends Pathfinder, where a bunch of us idiots get together and do idiotic things. I am your host, Ars Celestia. Many of you might also know me as Animus. Otherwise, we are joined today with Fionn, Kato, Echa or Dequistart, Worksend, and Yedrin. For any of those watching, you may have noticed that last week our resident Burninator, Miss Rowan, is not with us and didn't seem too into everything last week as well. She is currently getting checked out. They believe she pinched a nerve on her spine or something of that nature, so she's not feeling social and is having a hard time thinking right now, so she's taking a much needed break.
Hope she feels better.
As for the rest of you, after your various fights in the Apernean Grand Melee, the singles edition, our party has gone from 5 contestants down to 3. Worksend just narrowly managing to win his fight against Jolene and turning it into a comical mud fight, where at one point he lost his weapon and then Jolene proceeded to lose her weapon, as is Dragoon nature. Shortly after his fight, Yedrin managed to have his own versus the enigmatic Siegfried, and after what seemed to be a brush-in with death, Yedrin came out on top. Dequis, in her own way of running about the arena and calling down lightning from the sky, managed to get out of her fight with only a scratch, where Fionn, meanwhile, found out firsthand what it means to fight the former champion, and was promptly knocked out. Upon being resuscitated, she left the arena to spend some quality time with her summoned skull, who, at this moment, has been turned completely human by his father, if only for the day. Meanwhile, Rowan, fighting against the Vera by the name of Cottontail, though most of you have probably already guessed this is an alias, was soundly defeated after she was more or less picked off from afar. We continue now after our beleaguered group has spoken with Dak's brother Adol, and Workson tried to make a deal with Lox that turned very sour very quickly. We reopen with everyone back in their respective holds. The crowd is slowly beginning to return, and you all have been told that you have 5 minutes to prepare. Yedrin, you've been told that your match is second, so to get ready. Meanwhile, outside, you can see the very imposing figure of Crimson Tsunami kind of pacing back and forth in the little dugout area across the way. Meanwhile, his opponent, Lox, seems to be equally disoriented for the moment as he begins walking the circle around to the other side to prepare for battle. What are you all doing?
So
I believe I'm still petrified.
I think that wore off at this point.
I'd say that probably worn off at this point. You probably sat there for a good, 10 minutes just staring into space.
That's okay, I was with you the entire time, bro.
Tart. I saw the face of evil.
Pat, 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 it's okay. It's okay. Let's go to the dugout.
I'll be right back. I gotta go check my pants.
Oh god. I can create water if you need it. Please tell me you don't need it. Oh god. I'm gonna go out to the dugout. I'm guessing Fiona's still out with Skull.
Yes.
Okay.
You still kind of hear this ringing in the back of your head, Works.
Down, dog! Down!
It's gonna haunt me for a while.
I thought that was chainsaw at first.
So that too!
It might as well be. Knowing Argy probably gave Fiber a chainsaw team.
Don't give him ideas.
I mean,
I don't think he needs ideas.
you gotta weigh it here. The growling dog or the dragons whispering to you. Which is worse?
I think I'll take the dragons so the dragons won't kill me outright.
So you think. Oh,
I'm pretty sure if we got the chance, they would.
anyway.
Regardless, Dak, is anyone getting into position to watch the fight, or are you just all dealing with yourselves?
I'm definitely going to get into position to watch the fight, because...
Oh yeah, no, I'm watching the fight. I just went to the dugout to watch.
Because if it's Prison Force Lock, that's going to be that's going to be a possible opponent. Need to watch that.
Alright. As you all kind of stand out, you see Howling Raven come out, and you have noticed that it is raining rather heavily at this point, as it seems the storm that was hitting you beforehand has cycled back around. There is silence as Howling Raven kind of shushes the crowd who's murmuring. You look out and you can see a number of them are holding up umbrellas, so you just see this sea of multicolored fabric just covering everything, and every time the lightning streaks across the sky, the light kind of passes through them and creates this cascading mist of coloration across the arena. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for returning to us despite the turn in weather. Now, after our brief delay and a bit of cleanup from the scorched earth that came moments before, we resume the melee. In this corner, the man with every plan, the dark cat who creeps in the shadows and stabs from behind. We give you La Elax, the Makote. And in this corner, the beast who charges through in his full armor, never slowing for a moment, and crashing upon his foes with the intensity of his name. We give you Crimson Tsunami! You may begin!" And as soon as Howling Raven starts moving out of the way, the first thing that happens, you see Lox kind of start to circle a moment. He's got his knives ready. He's just very quietly watching as Tsunami seems to be taking a few tentative steps towards him. And right around the point where there's about 60 feet between them, you see Lox throw down another smoke bomb, and as it goes up and creates this obscuring mist around him, he seems to be... You just lose all sight of him. And that's when Tsunami just runs into the mist without a word. And there's no way to see anything for the moment. And then there's silence, and you hear a brief "Ah!" And the next thing you see is Lox hurtling through the mist, flying out of it, and his head just slamming through one of the palisades, the back end of it snapping under the impact as he hurtles through it and rolls. And as he hits, you see the figure of this Roganin in full armor, full helmet, wielding this massive axe, just going barreling out of the smoke, heading toward the direction he just threw Lox. You see there's at least 4 knives in his back as he's just running, just booking it straight towards Lox as fast as he can. And as Lox gets up, he has just a few seconds to register as he's shaking it all off, as the axe catches him right in the ribs, and he's pinned against the wall next to him. You can hear a scrape as metal hits bone, and Lox starts screaming, turning more feral as he reaches up and he tries to claw through the helmet, but he can't. And he's just this loud, pained mule starts to escape him as he's trying to get purchased into the neck, and he can't, and he just passes out.
Dax just sitting there with her hands over her mouth.
At that point, the axe comes away, and there's probably, from just the way it had pinned against him and moved, there's probably a 3-inch gash right between one of the ribs. Lox is just laying on the ground, not moving. He's not even twitching.
Dax just stunned. She can't do anything. She knows she can't do anything, because no.
Anyone else do anything?
I'm not even there.
Or examining this, I should say. Yes, I know you're not there, Fiona.
Well,
Fiona's on cloud 9.
that's exactly what we're supposed to examine.
No, it's just reactions, I
Just
think.
reaction to the fight. Regardless if there is no other responses, the Corrugans run out and kind of lift Lox up, carrying him away from the arena, while Tsunami is very slowly walking about, doing a faint victory lap before walking back into his section of the arena. And you can see one of the little helpers runs out and gets Yedrin, and it's like, it's your match, it's your match.
Just nods and gets ready. And when we get moving, to take position.
Yeah.
It's here.
One forward.
Okay.
So, Ark, question. Would it be conspicuous if I came back in with the scales up?
At this point, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because you didn't start with them.
Yeah, that's true.
As you're kind of coming out, Yedrin, you can feel the rain kind of dancing across your skin. It's very light and cooling and refreshing in all the right ways right now. You're left for a few seconds to look up as the Corrugans clear the field, and Howling Raven comes back out, and he says, "Now then, to our right, we have a woman who won all of your hearts by taking on Siegfried and besting him at his own game. Striking down the Dark Knight with her hammer, we have Yedrin, the Dragon of the Sea. And to our left, A man who fought tooth and nail for his position. One who battled with the lion and had his skin broken by teeth and claw alike. I give you Blanehurst! You may begin! Roll initiative.
Yeah, sorry.
You have the open.
Okay, so I'm just checking combat rule real quick, just... Okay. Well, think I'm gonna activate the Finds as a Swift, study target as a move, and then just leave my standard action alone for now.
Okay.
Well, can I sort of delay it for when he does something?
You can hold an action, but it goes away at the end of the round.
Well, yeah, but that would be my turn again, though, right? So
yeah.
So yeah, I'll delay my standard action for now. Good.
Cannot.
Ow. So it'd be his turn, I think.
Okay. So you studied, you didn't move, and you're holding
And
action.
I activated Defiant, studied, didn't move, and holding an action.
Okay. Well, Blanehurst just starts making his way across the arena towards you. He breaks out into a small jog in your direction and stops as soon as he hits the platform.
Okay. Does the platform count as like rough terrain or uneven terrain?
This entire little area that's got the little arc on it, that's about... You could step up on it, but it's like 2 feet higher than the rest of it.
Okay, I was just wondering because, well, thinking of doing, but that probably counts enough that I can't really do what I was thinking. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna move up. Up. And that's my turn for now.
Okay. Well, as you're doing that, he takes a moment to just kind of slip down a little bit. At which point he points his sword at you and he calls out, "Come then! I will see you defeated before the day ends."
We shall see who will attain victory in the end. And my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Well, that I'm pretty sure I got it. Let's see. Well, since I got a clear line now, I'm actually gonna use charge.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I don't hit the base ground, so I can use charge. That allows me to get right up on him, and I'll have a +2 to attack, but -2 to AC for the round.
Right.
pretty sure, because I just made to make a charge in it to attack and things, so I can use my reach. Yeah, okay, so I get to within 10 feet, and I get to make an attack, which at +2. So for this, it'll have another +2. And I'm using a power attack. So that's +2 attack, that's actually +6 attack on that to hit. Guess that was my first power attack of the round. I use Fierce Focus to negate my -2, and I have my study target bonus and a charge bonus.
So what should it actually be?
That should be 26.
Okay, you hit.
And that deals 18 damage.
Okay. As Gedrin, you run up and you whip the hammer around kind of over your head for a moment using your superior reach and slam it directly into Blanehurst's side. And he gets the shield in the way, but you see his arm bend and push up until he's nearly bent over sideways. And you see him kind of cough, and you note that as you hit him, this deep gash across his side reopens and starts to bleed down his hip. Anywho, he takes a step up at you.
He's taking a full step?
No, he took a 5-foot step up at you.
God dang it. Oh yeah. Because I can't attack with opportunity that, sadly.
Looking up the rules.
Uh-oh. Prepare your body, Adrian.
Adrian, what is your AC?
20.
Just hit you.
God dang it.
Just barely hit you.
I was hoping to avoid damage.
Okay. Okay, Edrin. As Blanehurst runs up, he hits you dead in the chest with his shield, and then kind of overhand stabs you just at the collarbone, getting the blade in. And as he digs in, you back out, avoiding much more serious damage than could be done, but there's a sear just across it, and I need you to take 12 points of damage from that.
Okay, I'm just gonna give me a second.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So, where did that Pokemon music actually come from?
On me.
Okay, so got that down. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Grunting in pain, gonna try and return a favor, and I'm gonna use Heavy Swing. And oh yeah, my AC goes back to normal. That would be that's only an 18.
As you swing at him, he brings up the shield and smashes your hammer away and just looks back up at you, like grinning. Just that huge, Rogadin, shit-eating grin.
Get him, Yadrin!
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound
Yedrin,
good.
he turns around and goes to swing, but as he does so, the blade goes forward and you turn your head and you manage to catch your horn against the handguard. So he overextends, your horn stops it, and sends his blade flying to the side, and he's just looking down like, fuck!
Knock his head off!
At which point he just pulls up his shield, hunkers up.
Okay, I'm just trying to think, how many rounds was it since the start of the fight?
Ooh. I got louder.
From the start of the fight, you both took 2 movement rounds getting to where you were. Then he did his smite and you ran up. So it's about 5.
Just think as do I want to or not.
You want
You
to.
just hear the crowd like chanting at this point. It's like, Dragon of the Sea! Dragon of the Sea!
Do it, Edrin. Do it! Appease the crowd!
Okay, I'm gonna switch into deliverance.
Okay.
So if I swift action, so let me just change this. Sorry, just give me a second. It's not reading my change to my attack roll. Ah, that's why. Okay, sorry. 8. So, and then I am gonna use power attack.
You hit him.
What the hell?
You knock him the fuck out. How you want to do it?
Not going to the next stage.
Probably bringing my hammer into that gash in his side.
Oh.
Okay. In a rare moment of brutality that most of you haven't seen, you see Yedrin switch the hammer around to the spiky bit of the Lucine, and watch her kind of sweep down and pull Blanehurst's leg out from behind him, causing him to fall, still with the shield up over himself, kind of guarding his face and his chest, but it leaves his sides wide open. At which point, she rears back in a full golf swing and sends the hammer through his armor and inside of him, using the blunt portion to rip a gash, like, as deep as she can because the armor's stopping it. But you can hear this deep crunch combined with a tearing sound, and you're guessing she probably took one of his kidneys from him.
Oh!
At this point, you hear the Rogan go, and just flop unconscious.
Well, damn.
The crowd goes nuts.
Come on, Eugene, play to the crowd.
At that
Raise the
point,
hammer. Raise the hammer. As I say, raise the hammer 50 is while walking off the arena.
they're just going absolutely nuts as the curmudgeons are running out, like picking him up. You actually see one of them pick up his kidney from the ground, like dusting it off hurriedly, like making sure no one sees.
Gross.
Deck and Works. I need. We're gonna flip a coin to see who goes first between you two.
God.
And I'm just gonna be
So
using
I'm
my
gonna-
last. Oh, go ahead. I'm just using my last potion to heal what I can. So I'm as good as I can get for my next round.
Okay. Regardless, Dak. Heads or tails? Actually, how about this? 1 or 2?
2.
Works, you get to go first.
Oh man.
Woohoo! I'm not looking forward to my fight. I mean, I am looking forward to it. Not.
Alright. So, Works, as you're kind of walking out, you can hear the crowd kind of just going, like, very quietly chittering and chattering amongst themselves as you start to hear someone shout out, "Place your bets! Place your bets! We have the Mud Dragon versus the Knight of Fire!"
The Mud Dragon.
Because this
Just
weapon
like
is
it
up
is
in the
himself.
mud.
Great. The Mud Dragon. Oh.
But a step down from the Iron Dragon, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna put your token on the field there, Works?
Right there.
Other side, if you would.
Go up there.
Yeah. At this point, Howling Raven runs out, and everyone's getting quiet again. And he kind of lowers his hands to kind of get everyone to stop as murmurs are going around the crowd. Lightning is starting to peel across the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, I can think of no better setting today than for the fight you are about to see. While his comedic antics may have won your hearts in the last round, we assure you the Iron Dragon is a true warrior, and he will win your hearts with his skilled arms. But in this corner, you already know the skill that he possesses. Coming from the Sons of the Calamity, coming to avenge his fallen comrade Siegfried, we give you the Knight of Fire, Percival! You may begin.
That will be my initiative.
You go first.
Can I prepare an action that will give me a bonus to any reflex saves in the next round?
I mean, you could take a defensive stance that would make it so you're harder to hit. But I don't think that does anything for reflex. Fiona, if you would correct me on that if I'm wrong.
Just because I know Wild Magic has reflex saves to it.
Alright, just for you, Works. Just for you.
Real special.
If it's not a rule, it's I'll go defensive.
I was talking about the music.
Okay.
What is this? Some Garoon Lagans stuff?
No.
What is it?
Yep, Fiona's right. You got them.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ark knows me all too well. Alright, I'll take a defensive stance.
Okay. At this point, you see Percival just kind of looking around at you, seeing the distance, checking everything out, kind of stroking his chin for a moment. It kind of takes to the opposite side of the arena, bringing out his sword and just kind of watching you, keeping his eyes steady for the moment.
Damn it, turn.
Move, keeping the defensive stance up.
How far up do you go?
20 feet.
He takes another 30 feet or so, kind of keeping his distance from you still. Just eyeing you, watching to make sure what you're doing. He seems to be in that same defensive stance.
Move and stay defensive.
Kind of like hear the crowd murmuring as this is going on. Like, why aren't they beating each other's faces in yet?
I think the audio team match has spoiled them a little bit.
Guess Works knows what happens when you fight a fire mage.
Works, what's your AC right now?
Right now 20.
Okay. Alright. At this point, our dear mage friend, seeing you in full range, kind of comes up and around, stepping into your range at the 5-foot mark. That way he avoids the attack of opportunity. But he doesn't strike you, he just kind of shoulders into you, trying to cut off your ability to swing at him.
I can still attack even from 5-foot range.
roll to confirm your critical. You do indeed confirm.
So... plus one. So what's crit again? It's roll the dice twice and add the modifier once?
Roll the dice twice, add the modifier twice.
Let's see, are we gonna get another kidney on the floor?
Alright.
That's 2 dice at max damage.
He does make his saving throw versus your weapon's effect. And
Does it matter at that point?
Works as you come into him and start slashing away, cutting ruthlessly into him. You see his armor kind of rend and split, and you're cutting him apart. The blade rending down across his side and nearly tearing his stomach up, and he almost hits a knee. But you can see kind of this massive fire start to burn behind him as he holds his weapon and he stands feet apart, kind of like just glaring at you angrily at this point. Was that your full turn?
It's an attack. I think I can take a step back, right?
You so desire.
No. I don't think it's really gonna matter.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll take the 5-foot step.
Alright. Fiona, secondary question. Can I make a full round action after a 5-foot step? Thank you. So, he pursues after you. At which point, you see him flash. And he brings up his sword, which immediately ignites on fire over his head. And he begins to roar. Oh, well then. What did you say your AC was, Works?
Oh god, 20?
He confirmed a critical on you.
Oh fuck.
And for posterity's sake.
Damn. If I had the scales, that's the second one wouldn't have confirmed.
Fiona.
Should have thought that before.
Yeah, so does the spell strike stuff crit as well? I think that's all he really needs.
I'm boned, aren't I?
Probably.
I probably should have used elusive jump. I should have got farther away.
I think you're probably still standing, Works. As
How much did he hit for?
As he comes in, he charges up and brings the blade down over his head, and as he cuts through, you can kind of see your armor starting to char and melt from the impact. As he splits through it, just like he sort of split through his. And and everywhere it touches, it starts burning your flesh as he kind of just sears across, cutting you from clavicle to liver. He ends up dealing 31 points of damage.
Yep, I am still standing.
Mm.
Barely.
Yeah, he didn't roll too good on that.
Well, just try to remember, you get 1 point of HP back around.
Oh,
so.
hang on, I'm sorry.
I was actually
I'm
just
sorry,
gonna
I'm
mention
sorry.
that.
33.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. You have been healing yourself every round by 1, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the first time we're not taking damage. Guess that's my turn then?
Yeah,
That
he's like staring at you, shocked that you're still standing.
Why do you look like a bitch even still?
Get him!
Hit.
You hit him. And you don't have to roll damage. I already know how that's gonna work.
What do you have, like 1 left?
He had 2.
If you have more than put on your crit.
So works. How you want to knock him out?
Let's see. I don't want to do this.
Dak, to be fair, both of them crit.
Yeah, well, his crit was better.
If it was a little bit better, it would have been even better. Like if that one had been like a 2 or 3.
I mean, he had the potential to knock you out in 1 hit. You had the potential to knock him out in 1 hit.
Yeah.
Your rolls both just suck.
Let's see. How about we sweep the leg and then pierce him through the stomach?
All right.
Oh.
Trying to replicate what Yedrin just did, you bring your spear down beneath his leg, and he's already sort of shaky, and he goes to step over it, at which point you sweep it back and take his other one out from underneath him, and he starts to fall as he just pins the blade through, as you just pin the blade through his stomach. And once he's in the ground, he's just like, ah! The crowd absolutely loves it as they start chanting your name. Workson! 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 The curmudgeons.
I just keep waving my hands in the air, having cheer louder.
Yeah.
Do like the Hulk Hogan?
At which point the curmudgeons run out and pick him up and start running him back. He's just kind of laying there on his side.
You didn't start cheering for anyone specific, but they're just cheering in general. They're not actually getting into things.
All right, so that brings us to Dak.
Where do I put it? Here?
Yeah, you can be there.
Oh, I was just wondering where the default was, that's all.
About right there.
Oh, okay. And I will start there.
Let's see if I can find his freaking... Where are you, token?
Okay, pop that out so it can work.
At this point, you kind of hear everyone kind of die down after the ending of that fight. After 2 extremely gruesome attacks, and Works kind of comes out on top. Works, do keep in mind you are healing 1 point for every round that these guys go through.
Yep, I'm keeping track of that.
But as the crowd kind of gets up, you kind of hear these drums start to pick up the pace. Just kind of bringing it in, and they go, Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, we have the ankle biter, the destroyer of knees, the caller of lightning.
She kind of like puts her hand, like a finger up, like, wait, what? She just kind of accepts and crosses her arms.
And in this corner, the Uldan Gladiator, the Decapitator, Gregor! You just kind of see him heft up his axe. You just hear this faint roar from the crowd. Begin!
Go Tar!
Bow to him. Initiative. Oh god, that's terrible. Low's good though. Low's.
What's your dex
My dex.
modifier?
1.
Okay, he gets to go first by the virtue of rolling the same thing you did, having a +2.
Okay.
This will be an interesting night.
Oh.
He immediately just takes off at a sprint coming across the arena toward you.
What I want to do first. Oh, okay, that answers my question anyway, so. How far is that? Oh, that'll work. Let's see. Dak panics for a second, seeing this huge man rush at her, and she hurls her hand forward and casts Shadow Trap at his shadow.
Okay, what do I need to roll against that?
It's each round on its turn, the target can attempt a new saving throw to end the effect. What is the saving throw? What is the saving throw? Will negates DC 15.
He just makes it.
Damn it! Shit. Hoping. Okay. Well, just like before, she skitters her little butt over here. Try and get away. That's the end of her turn. Silently cursing that her spell sucked.
At that point, Dak, he looks at you and charges at you. Just kind of see it and just hear him go, and takes off at a full sprint toward you.
She kind of puts her arms up like, remember, you were gonna pop me into the stands! Oh, please don't let him one hit me, that's gonna suck.
What's your AC, Dak?
My AC is 16.
He goes to swing at you as he runs up, but he's not used to fighting such small opponents, so you see million Scotch just fly up in the air as he swings, goes right over your head, and buries his axe into the palisade. Pulls it away in like a hail of splinters above you.
Killing Dr. Head is just kind of like, oh god, and squeals when the wood comes back out.
It is your turn.
Yep. I am going to expend a channel of my channel. Cast Grief.
He is stunned. He's just kind of like... It hits him and he goes... Like you see him go cross-eyed for a moment and just kind of stand up, like look around and not feel right. He just drops his axe.
Breathes a sigh of relief and does not skitter far, but just far enough. Actually.
He can't do anything, so it's your turn again.
Oh yeah, no, I know. There we go.
Alright, this would be a good time to start attacking him.
Oh, I am. I just had to get him immobilized. That's all. I'm going to expend one
She's got
of
3
my...
rounds to wail on him.
Going to use my Burning Hands domain from Scotch.
Oh. Shit. I'm stunned. Because I don't know if because he's stunned he doesn't get a reflex save or not.
That was a good question.
It loses its dexterity bonus to AC, can't take actions, takes a -2. Does not say it denies him, but let's see what reflex save says. Okay, it does nothing to the saves.
Okay.
So,
I will be mad.
he still fails it though.
Yay!
As you hit him with this torrent of fire, you just hear, "Ah! It burns!" Just kind of like shouldering into it.
What else am I going to do? Dak snaps her finger, and uses Hex Flight to fly at will for a 1-minute increment.
Okay.
Let's see. Far can he go? Let's see, I can fly at 6. There.
Okay, you still have a round.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Plus, it was stunned, so he's like dropped his stuff, so
Yeah, it's on the
extra
ground.
round.
I don't care. Ugh. Oh, what's the range on that? Damn it. Sorry, I'm having issues. Did I not? Okay, no, it's 100. Okay, good. Then I use Earth Glove on him. Ugh, that sucked. Wait, what's that?
You hit him, and you critical, so you deal
Oh!
the 15.
Oh, okay.
You knock him out. How you want to do it?
Oh, shit!
What?
Would I be able to knock him into the stands?
Try. I mean, on a critical, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
So you just want to knock him into the stands?
Yeah. She makes a... I'm gonna take liberties with this since it's a crit.
Go ahead.
She puts her hand flat, raises it up, and makes a slapping motion like she's slapping a volleyball. And a thing of earth will come up and smack him the same way.
Essentially what happens when you do this deck is a pair of hands form up on either side of him, coming up beneath his feet and raising him up 5 feet and service him into the air, at which point this giant, like, sand and rock cat's paw looking thing spikes him into the arena. And he just flops, like, in a seated position, just leaned back into an empty seat, like,
That kind of flops on the ground on her butt and just kind of goes, that was terrifying.
Congratulations, Lynn.
Puts her hand to her chest and just kind of like,
I mean, you get to face me.
Yeah, Eugene's going nuts for talk though, guys. That's awesome. Go down.
Works is screaming, Tart! 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 Tart!
So, as the crowd's going nuts, Howling Raven, like, comes out and, like, slaps you on your back and keeps running and goes, "Who would have thought it? The Ender of Kneecaps defeats the Decapitator!"
She goes to the dugout and just kind of flops down. Yeah. The Decapitator.
The
So what,
Decapitator.
do I take part of his title and add it to my own now?
You are now the Decapitator.
Oh god, I don't want that title.
There is a long silence now. There's no cheering from the crowd. Howling Raven has shut up, and you see on one side of the arena, Tyr is walking out very slowly. And on the other side, you see Raban. There's this just low hush that falls over. You can hear the very faintness of the drums starting to pick up, but they're slower now. As the two men just start walking straight to the center of the arena. You see Howling Raven's like getting ready to introduce them, and he sees them walking up, and you just see him start backing away. And they keep walking, and walking, and walking, and they get until they're standing approximately 5 feet from one another. You can see Tyr's head is not even neck level with Raban's. One's looking down at the other looking up at the other one. And there's just this silence. And you hear Raban yell out, "How long has it been since you have watched us fight? 5 years? 6? Since before the calamity. And during that time, Tyr has been the undisputed champion of your arena, and has been so for the last 15 years. Well, I've come to put an end to that today." You hear Tyr just gonna chuckle and wipe his nose. "Oh, it's been too long, friend. For you, just this once. No time limit."
Oh.
And you hear the drums kind of slow until there's only this faint beat. And at this point, Tyr backs up, holds his arms open, and looks dead at Raban and says, "Whenever you're ready." And then there's maybe 6 seconds of silence, and Raban charges in, the Bull of Alamigo living up to his name as he flies across the arena, hurtling straight towards Tyr, and goes to barrel in at him just like a bull would. You see Tyr take a wide horse stance, grab the horns of Raban's helmet, and stop him. You see him scrape back 5-10 feet into the dirt until Raban's at a full stop. That's exactly what Raban wanted, as he brings both of his swords around like scissors straight for Tyr's midsection. The old wolf leaps upward, planting his feet dead onto the weapons for a brief moment before pulling back, readjusting his body, and drop-kicking Raban dead in his face, causing the Bull of Alamigo to flip backwards into the dirt, catch himself, let go of his swords, handstand, and then drop back down and pick them up immediately as Tyr's coming in, and a haymaker flies, catching right into Raban's shoulder as he puts it in the way and pushes back, the two taking every blow back and forth that each one can deliver, with Raban going for a multitude of variety of styles. He's going for quick blows and mixing in huge heavy swings every time. And as you're watching this, you can see Fenrir just kind of slowly adapting to the moving like water in between every strike as he pushes the blades away, kind of hones himself in closer and closer to the center of Raban's chest. And as he does so, he gets in close, and you can see for a split second he's got his knuckles extended outward, pushing so that the fingers are half closed, and his hands in a half fist. He closes it, performing a one-inch punch directly into Raban's chest, causing him to take a back step in surprise as the force hits him. And that moment of surprise is enough for Fenrir to start throwing several jabs, letting each one flicker up against one of Raban's eyes, sort of slowly cutting the flesh away and causing it to bleed, half blinding him. But Raban sends the weapon down, striking at his arm, and Tyr backs out of the way and goes sort of back on the defensive, kind of bouncing around on his feet very slowly. And it's at this point Raban rages. You watch his face twist, snarling like a wild animal as his eyes turn red. And he charges forward, slamming again into a very surprised Tyr. As Tyr is taken off his feet for the first time in the match and driven directly into a palisade. The palisade breaks, and the two keep going. Raban carrying him further and further, barreling in and slamming him into one of the stone walls. And you hear Tyr gasp in pain for the first time. This faint as he coughs. And he looks down and you see him clasp both hands over his head in a double ox handle. He slams it down into Raban's back, causing him to slam into the ground. Raban has pushed away his swords, and the two go at it, fist to fist. You see Raban swing as he gets back up, Tyr having kind of stopped for a moment to be a bit more honorable, trying to lift Raban up to his feet so they can continue fighting. And Raban drags him down, gets him underneath him, and mounts up, continuing to slam his fists again and again into Tyr's face, just pummeling with all of his might. And as this continues, you suddenly see Tyr bunch up, kick, pushing his feet upwards, and Raban flies 30 feet in the other direction. And as Tyr hops up, he runs towards Raban, who, just as he's about to land, snatches one of Tyr's hands and swings him over his head. The wolf, very surprised, his eyes going wide as he slammed back and forth into the ground as if he was a toy, only to finally hit his feet and take his own hands and perform the same action to Raban, increasing his own ferocity as you see both of them have gone red-eyed. And as their ferocity takes hold, you see Tyr just grab onto Raban's head and start slamming it into the ground over and over and over again. And when Raban tries to get up, Tyr promptly runs over and punts the commander of the Immortal Flames directly in his skull, causing his neck to extend, stretch outward, and then pull him as he goes flying over the entirety of the center of the arena and begins rolling across the ground several times, bleeding from his jowls, his rage ending as he's been completely immobilized. He flops to the ground. And you look and you can see Tyr bleeding from his lips, a gash over his eye, and it's slowly healing, disappearing completely as he spits to the side and starts walking back to the dugout.
How long did that fight take?
That fight probably took a minute and a half.
Well, shit.
So,
That's what, about 10 rounds?
15, 13,
15
something.
rounds?
Yep.
Damn, I'm gonna be healed up by the time I fight again.
And as the crowd just stays silent after what they have just seen, you can see Adol quietly limping across the battlefield, getting up to his position, Cottontail coming up, and with this very forlorn look in her eyes, like she really doesn't want to do this. There's no introduction. Everyone's still kind of too stunned at what just happened to give them one. There's just this moment where Adol's standing there and he's staring dead at Cottontail.
Dak mutters under her breath, I should have healed him.
How much did you heal him for?
I said I should have healed him. Actually,
I think it was like 5.
yeah, I think it was like 5 or 6, something
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
they both got about 5 or 6.
Cottontail pulls back her first arrow, and Adol, as fast as he can, starts running across the field, kind of zigzagging to avoid her arrows. And the first goes out, and he weaves just by it, and he's still just sprinting at her. Dak, I need you to roll a perception.
Oh,
A 16
Come on.
with a negative, with a -1. With a 1. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Um,
But one
Dak,
time,
you're dead focused on him. Like, stop, don't do this.
yep.
And you see her pull back again, and she lets loose, and another arrow goes wide, and he gets within 40 feet, and she knocks back, pulls, and plants one dead between his eyes. He flips backwards, and he's unconscious.
Covers her mouth and just.
The crowd doesn't even cheer, they're just like looking at him, and there's a slow clap. As the curmudgeons kind of walk out to pick him up, she steps back and walks into the dugout without a word. And as the silence starts to break a moment, Howling Raven comes back out and he says, that was a wonderful effort from the last of the Asgardians Adol. Congratulations to all of those who are heading up for the pre-semifinal rounds. We shall begin now. Yedrin, Crimson Tsunami, please take your positions.
Oh, I don't even get a chance to heal you.
No, I meant for like if you get a chance before me versus Rourke, that's what happens.
Okay.
I didn't expect that you get a chance here.
Yeah, it's true, I guess.
As Idrin's gonna move up to get into position, it finds a grin, like not a confident grin, but like it's really enjoying this stay grin, like a sort of bit of the bloody-minded trait coming into effect.
Alright. I need you to roll initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Howling Raven doesn't even know what to say. Like, they're still in shock after Tyr, and now they're just kind of like, shit. You get to go first.
Okay. Move the usual swift action to activate Defiance, move action to study target, and I am gonna hold the standard action and resolve. Wish there was some way for me to mark where I study, because it's gonna get to be a thing as I level.
We can just add a thing for you later.
Yeah. Wait, is that my character model? I thought it was Crimson, not the Gallian.
This is Crimson.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought the Gallian was the guy with the dual blades.
Worst comes to worst, we just deal with gold.
Yeah.
Markers anyway.
Mm.
There you go. That's the model I'm using.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it was the other picture that was the Crimson. Oh well, doesn't matter to me too much.
He's looking at you at this point. He's just kind of walking up. He's hefted the axe up. And as he continues to walk, you hear... You see rages.
Oh yeah. Figured that was what was going on there. Well, I'm gonna move up and again hold my standard is a ready action.
Alright. Well... What's your AC, Edrin?
22. Do please tell me if he's moving into combat range or if he's tossing something.
Oh, he charged into you.
Well, then well first I get an AO attack of opportunity and my ready action against him. According to Fionn.
Hang on. Let me see what that feat was so I can get the name. So I don't tell you wrong. He does have a feat that he doesn't get an AOO when he charges.
Well, he still gets the ready to action.
Yes, he does get the ready to action, so you can hit him that.
Yeah, and that's gonna be this. Oh god, damn you, dice. That's an 18. But if he's charging, he does get the -2.
Yeah, I was doing math in my head. You do hit him.
Okay. And of course, he has to make the fort. So he takes 19 damage and needs to make the fort, which is at 19.
Okay.
Did he make it?
I'm rolling right now. I'm doing math because rage. Yep.
Oh, you made it?
Yeah, he made it.
Oh god dang it.
Alright, let's see what she does. Damn, I really gotta start memorizing these rules. Okay, Edrin. As he's running up and you smack him in the side with your hammer, he keeps rushing up and hefts that axe over his head. And as he comes down, you see this wave of ice form at the edge of it, and he smashes it across you. The blade bigger than your torso as he kind of hits you dead center and tries to drive you into the ground. Just an overwhelming amount of force into your body. He deals 31 points of damage.
Oh dear freaking god.
Oh no.
I guess that's my turn then.
Yep.
In heavy pain and grunting heavily from that massive blow, Yidrin tries to return a swing. So that would be 25 on the attack, that and 13 damage, and he has to try and make a fort again.
Okay. He makes the fort.
God dang you. Yeah, 13.
He's still just roaring in your face, but you can see his legs are shaking now.
Dodge, 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 dodge.
At which point he starts to pick up his weapon, kind of bringing it up over his head again. You can see he's going to put all of his force into this one swing.
Well, you tried.
Miss, 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 miss.
So, charges going up against
Works.
Well, that shadow snare spell should work because Works has shitty will saves.
Yeah, I'm probably
Yeah, Jun, you said your AC was 20?
22.
22? He turns around and he goes to swing down at you. And as he does, his leg kind of juts out to the side and it just whiffs along your arm. and hits the ground.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him!
I'm gonna take a get this. Eugen, seeing at this point that this is really come down to the wire goes to put all the force into a swing. That's a 22 to hit, and that would be 16 damage.
You smack him. If you knock him out, how do you want to do it?
Yes!
Well, considering that wasn't a high damage roll necessarily, it's.
I'll just say you just poke him in the head with the back end of
No, I was gonna say it's like a last desperate blow that just manages to catch him in the head.
All right, you kind of jumped out of the way of that last strike as it hits the ground and brings up the smoke. You all but throw your weapon at his face, and you hear the ping across his helmet, and the smoke clears, and he's still standing there, his legs kind of akimbo, and there's this creak as he slips and falls to his side.
Breathing heavily, Yedrin's just gonna hold up in the hammer and like, yes!
Yedrin!
Woo! I was definitely not in good shape.
How do I use this to my benefit? Not.
I don't expect you to heal me if it's you versus me. I was just saying it's me versus Rorks. Just that same belt.
Gedrin, as you're starting to celebrate, there's a sudden blur of motion behind you as Tsunami, even though unconscious, his rage gave him one last moment, and he roars and he swings up through you. He deals 13 points of damage before he flops back to the ground again.
Cheater!
Just you hear the crowd go, "Oh!"
Oh! Ah! Oh!
Dirty cheater!
What are we in Speed Racer now?
Yedrin's just holding themselves so they can hit it. It's like, God damn it!
No.
How much health are you down to, Edrin?
7.
Oh, Jesus!
But at this point, Howling Raven's run out, and you see the Rogan's laid out flat, has let go of his weapon, can't move anymore. And you hear Howling Raven go, "Well, that concludes this round. Congratulations, Yedrin, you have moved on to the semifinals."
Would that be the finals?
No.
No, semi. There's still the match against whoever wins your bracket.
Oh, yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a match between two allies. And then he looks at Tart and he's like, "What do you call yourselves?"
What do we call ourselves?
What did Tons call us?
Oh my god, we don't have a name!
Oh my god.
He's looking at you and the crowd's silent, waiting. He's like,
"Fuck!" I actually can't remember the name.
I don't think you ever had one.
Yeah, I don't think Apple made one, it's just Hans had a title for us.
Yeah, no, I can't remember the title Hans gave us.
He goes,
Agents of Mayhem or something.
he just kind of holds up his hands. He goes, "They don't have a name!
No, we don't!
On this side, the Iron Dragon, the maker of merriment, the fool of the arena, Wartsend! And in this end, the destroyer of kneecaps, the ender of decapitations, the guillotine breaker, Darquis Tort!
Man, how come she gets cool names and I get to fool the arena?
It's based on performance.
You know, I really wish I looked at my weapon because that was a ×3 multiplier for that crit. I should have one-shotted Percival.
Whatever, it's over and done with.
I know. Lol.
Alright.
Oh.
Roll initiative, you two. Have at it.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Works.
The one time that Ark just gets to sit back and watch the carnage unfold.
It's like putting two little dolls next to each other. Now fight!
This is essentially become Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, no, it has. Run, Jingle Boy, run!
I'll take a defensive stance.
Yeah.
Has that stupid range.
All I can say is I caused some string of bells what they might end up doing to me.
Jack moves in just enough.
Don't think that hits him.
Darn.
Touch? Wait,
Oh, that is
touch
versus touch, so I think that does hit you.
Yep, it does. 14.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he's got only 20 AC, that's gonna be he's gonna get hit.
Dak,
So I take 11 damage.
Dak makes a motion of tossing something in the air and then smacking it, and a big old ball of earth comes and hits Wart in the head.
Knocked out by the time I get over there.
By the time it hits him, it turns into mud.
Mud in the face.
Big disgrace. Waving yellow batter all over the place, singing, "We will, we will." Oh God, no! I'm gonna get rocked.
Oh yeah. No, you're getting rocked again.
Like a hurricane?
Oh, no you're not.
Nope, I am not. Oh, you're so lucky, Tart.
Oh, I am? Okay, good. No, I'm staying here then. Yeah. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm moving. That's dumb.
You are just out of my range.
I'm moving. Fuck you. No.
Tart.
No, you stay away from me.
Why can't Tart just do the normal white mage stone attack and just shoot them up into his crotch?
Go on, Todd, win this. It's gonna be easy against me.
That's true.
So just
Alright,
everything you have, because you only need to hit me once.
And then you get to fight here.
Fine. Fine works.
Excuse you?
Dak, you're in a storm, remember?
Yeah, but I didn't put in that information.
What's the
so
damn?
just
What's the
roll
informa-
3d10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, do I not get a reflex save?
It says a reflex save right there, dude.
For half.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and do a reflex save, dude. But it's just my damage was already in there, so...
Yeah, roll it again.
Nope.
Okay, so
I ain't reflexing shit.
Dak holds up her hand, and you just see this bolt of lightning come down from him, and she goes, "Thanks, brother!" and just throws it at you. Just as bolts of lightning travels through you, ripping through your chest. You take 23 points of damage.
Electricity, yeah.
And I think you can still move away.
Yeah, no, I can move, can't I?
You might want to get around the palisade.
Yeah, no, I am. He calls down the lightning and then skitters behind the palisade. Oh,
Jack, you're what,
he's
level 5?
Yeah, I'm 5.
So you have 4 more of those?
Uh-huh. Just be lucky I can't call all of them at a time. It's your turn, Works.
Goddamn mages!
Just smoking.
That counts as I can't hit over that, can I?
No,
Yeah,
you
that
have to get around
palisade,
it.
that palisade's 10 feet tall. She's effectively completely hidden behind it.
So I couldn't even jump up on top of it, could I?
You can try.
Could.
You could try, but I don't think your
That's
thing would still reach me.
It's an acrobatics check.
God, that's all he
Would I be able to attack her? Would I be able to attack her from up there?
Fiona, I defer to you on that. Can you make a movement action with an acrobatics and then still make a standard? You can make the attempt, Works.
Well, that would technically be a charge though, because my movement's only 20.
Then no, you can't.
Bear in
You
mind,
can charge over obstacles.
bear in
Sorry, how much
mind,
life do you have?
if you... She's not gonna tell you that.
41.
What? Yeah, my health is 41.
You can click her little icon and see how much she has, dude.
Actually, no, we can't.
Oh, you guys
No.
got?
No,
You can.
Oh,
that's for you.
okay.
Yeah, that's you only. If you don't own the token, you can't do a thing or see a thing on it.
Yeah.
I think you're screwed, Works.
Yeah! Basically!
Just bear in mind, if you try and jump onto the palisade and you fail your acrobatics check, you're landing on your crotch again.
Yeah, probably. This is also the one time I don't want to have the high ground.
Boom! Just breaks.
Did you take it on? I can't tell.
Thinking
I think he's thinking.
there's a way I can, like...
I will be right back.
You said you got, what, a 20-foot thing?
Yeah.
He's effectively got 30 though, because remember he's got reach.
Yeah, that's true.
And he can charge, he gets a clear line of sight.
But I don't have a clear line of sight.
I said if you get it.
Does lightning have to be line of sight?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Fiona, can you confirm?
I think it depends on the flavor text of the spell.
Let me call down a 5-foot wide, 30-foot long vertical bolt of lightning that deals 3d6 of energy damage, flashes down on a vertical stroke at whatever target point you choose within the spell's range, measured from your position at the time.
And Fiona, my dragon scales aren't going to help me against against stuff like this.
It makes no mention of needing to be in eyesight.
Damn.
Well, I'm wondering about the vertical from your position. Wait, vertical. Is that up or is that sideways? I think both you get.
Well, the spell's range is 150 feet, so...
Yeah.
What? Excuse you!
Yeah! Do you not see the range in my damn text?
Yeah, there's a reason spellcasters are a problem, Orcs.
I'm sorry.
I can't do anything! Well, I mean, there is one thing I can do, but it's not going to end well.
Please don't.
Don't. Don't. Not.
I mean, she is in range.
Oh
Yeah,
my
but-
fuck.
But just for this, seriously, against Todd too.
I know.
You do that, our friendship is over.
I think his friendship with the world's over at that point.
If you do that, you very well may kill me. And your reputation.
At that point, we all do a bluff check to discommunicate him from our group and say we didn't know that was a thing.
Joke's on you, Dax, a terrible liar.
You just used the blowsy and moored it in the half-truths.
Yeah, I have nothing I can do.
Yeah, that's a situation where if I see that happening, I'm calling Fiona with a link shell and interrupting their nice time.
I'm just going to prepare an action to try to dodge the next lightning bolt. I thought at least get a chance to attack you. Like, Jesus.
No! Dak goes over here, just and peeks around the palisade. And sends a lightning down.
Roll your reflex save. It works.
It won't matter.
Okay.
Even half is too much.
Half will knock me out.
Which is
Well,
did you
DC
remember to put
17.
Yeah, he made the save. He
Uh-huh.
has.
Well, I have 9 health.
You have 9 health. Did you remember to put one in at the end of the last round?
I just am taking one off the damage every time and accounting for that.
Okay. Dak, you knock him out. How you want to do it? For
I
the
think
sake
it's
of
a-
it, I've been counting 0 as.
Yeah, I think, especially in a arena fight.
Yeah. That's at the point where you're just kind of like, I can't move anymore.
You fought well, Tart. Good job.
She literally just kind of peeks around the palisade and just points her finger. she's not happy about doing it at all, and she's just Just a bolt of lightning comes down and strikes him just to end it all. Because yeah, you have a point. You had a very good point. I'm not going to be using Call Lightning on Yedrin. That's overkill.
That's serious overkill.
Well, Tart looks like you'll be fighting Tyr in the finals.
Oh fuck me.
You're gonna become mashed potatoes.
No, I gotta just run and pray.
As Works falls, you see him give you the thumbs up.
Oh, it's terrible about having to do that to him. Just skitters back to the dugout and covers her head.
Well, I mean, Works did say if you beat him, he's not gonna be upset about it. Because he'd rather it be you than someone else.
At this point, as you're getting ready, Dak, as you're walking in, Tyr grabs your neck. Like scruff.
Yeah, no, but she automatically does the freeze up, because, like a kitten almost.
And he goes, "Do you want revenge?"
Revenge?
She beat your brother, didn't she?
She did, but he'll be okay. It was his choice for me not to heal him. And I know you told me not to. And I didn't.
The question still stands. Do you want revenge? I'm not going to maim her. It's just you want me to embarrass her.
No. She didn't want to do it as much as I didn't want her to do it, so no.
Pat your head. He stretches out very slowly. Alright. 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
At that point, you see Tyr walk out very slowly, popping his neck a few times as he starts to walk. Begins popping his knuckles. And you see a very determined-looking Cottontail standing at the opposite end of the arena, bow already drawn. And Howling Raven comes out and he says, "Well, folks, this is the last fight before we hit the semifinals. In this moment, we see who between these two will conquer the Gods bracket and move dead onto the finals to take on the winners between A and B. Let's get the show on the road." The fight starts, and you see Cottontail just letting arrows go as quickly as possible. And Tyr starts walking forward. Every time an arrow comes his way, he just pushes it to the side as it's about to hit him, or he catches it and tosses the arrows down. He keeps walking. You count it down, you get 12 seconds, 18, 24, and then you just hear "Koo!" And you see his fists collide directly into Cottontail's face, and she rolls over unconscious.
Rip.
And he steps over her, walks into the other dugout. The crowd's like not sure what to say.
Oh.
Howling Raven comes out and he like checks her and he's like lifts up a thumb. The curmudgeons run over, pick her up, and carry her off. And he goes, "Well, to no one's surprise, Tyr advances to the finals. Now then, for the decision to see who gets to advance on and take on Tyr in the finals, the ender of merriment, the destroyer of kneecaps, the guillotine breaker, she who is blessed by Garuda's wings, Daquis God!"
Titles just keep getting longer and longer.
It'll be the mother of dragons for too long.
I'm already the mother of dragons.
Don't think you've caught the reference.
No, I just don't watch Game of Thrones, but I know that reference.
And in the left, the dragon of the sea, the ender of kidneys, the Earthbreaker, and the ender of tsunamis, Yedrin.
Yidjin goes into the arena, beat up to shit.
It's just like gashes all over. She's like, "Fuck you, Tart."
No, not really. It's like surprised to see talk, but it's like, oh dear.
She like lifts her hand a little and waves. Just kind of timidly waves.
Yidjin just awkwardly waves back, like, oh, this is not gonna go well.
You see Yedrin just like middle finger. It's like, "Fuck you, Tart."
I'm not that mean at all. That's nice.
Tart doesn't want to hurt her teammates.
Send the birds to peck her to death.
No! I'd probably swat my birds down in one hit.
Yeah, I'm not getting close to one. I'm like dead.
You still have your lightning too, don't you, Dak?
If she wants to overkill me, yeah, she can just start off with that.
I was gonna say,
what is it? It lasts a minute per level, doesn't it?
Yeah, a minute per level.
The last fight was only 24 seconds. So you still have plenty of time on those.
Yeah.
Dead.
It depends on whether she wants to instant kill me or give me a slight chance.
She looks at Yedrin and mouths, I'm sorry.
Yedrin just sighs.
Roll a reflex. I don't think it matters, though.
Can Yedrin see her just what to do and just yell surrender? Or she gets flied by lightning?
Well, you can put your arms up, and that is the motion for you surrender.
Guys see like talk join the charge and lightning, just put my arms up and go, I surrender, I can't take that, screw it.
She kind of stops, drops her arms, tilts her head a little bit.
All you hear is boo!
And let's see. Okay.
Yedrin just walks off.
Well,
Just knocks off and sort of like goes to the crowd. I wasn't really that, screw you!
Well, Yedrin.
Boo yourself!
Yedrin, after you've surrendered, Deck touches Scotch and sends him over.
You don't need to, Todd. I'm probably gonna get you
don't
5
care.
conversions after.
What the f do I need a Cure Light Wound spell for?
Point.
But yeah, Scotch goes over and preens you for 12 healing.
Just bows to Todd and things and walks up to the arena, still getting insults back at the crowd for like, you think I was gonna do anything besides die there?
Kedron walks off, double juice to the freaking crowd.
Yedrin, you get pelted with like several members of the crowd like hit you with things that they bought.
Hey, that's not fair! Don't do that to him! Shouts back at you. Her. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Why are you doing that? Don't do that to her!
Yedrin, a hard pretzel hits you in the face for 1 damage.
Look what I put in the party chat. Works.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just a taunt that person. Boy picks it up, dusts it off, and eats it.
The crowd just like goes silent.
Free food! Free food!
Okay.
Okay, yeah, pretty much that's what happens. You're just like, nope, I'm out of here. Nope, fuck this.
That is literally saved in my folder as nope.gif.
Yedrin, as you're walking by, Fenrir just kind of passes you, and he's like looking at you rather disapprovingly, and he's like, whatever.
It's silly.
Here you go. Just to add to that.
As you're like trying to walk back, Dak, like you see like the people like come out, they're like pushing you backwards. They're like, no. And as you walk out, you see Tears already out there. He's just kind of stretching back and forth, just sighing as he dusts himself off.
Dak takes a moment and kind of puts her hands down so Scotch and Billy come down and be like, okay guys, I need you to go to the stands. I don't need help. Come on. Flat. So go perch on Works. If he's out in the dugout.
I'm considering just making it an entire folder of reaction gifts of Brian Styles.
Wait, Kato's in the stands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go perch on Kato.
At this point, Tears still stretching, and Howling Raven comes out. He just like holds up his hands, and like some of the booing stops, and everyone's just going like, there's just utter silence. He goes, well, No one could have predicted what we've seen here today. A group of unknowns took the brackets by storm, coming in like a typhoon, breaking forth new possibilities before us all. To our right, a member of said group, advancing through all adversity and seemingly untouched through all of her fights. So once more, I ask you to cheer for the ender of kneecaps, the breaker of guillotines, Garuda's blessed fist, the almighty Daquis Trot. And in this corner, the champion of champions, our 15-year undefeated Tyr Silverfang. Will he hold his title, or will Daquis Tart add one more to her growing list?
Turn body count.
Begin!
She puts a hand on her chest and goes, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. Motherfucker.
You just surrender now and get it over with. Of course, that might mean getting a hot pretzel to the face.
Yep, you get to go first.
It was pointed out to me, so that was a bit loud there.
Sorry, what was that?
So that was a bit loud.
Oh, Jesus.
He just moves up and crouches down. Gets to your level. Like, hands between his legs. Just spread wide as he looks into your face.
Rock to the crotch now!
Are you kidding?
So, what can you do?
Considering you just closed that gap much faster than I thought you would, I don't know.
Time starts now.
Will you at least let me get away first?
Time
Without
starts
attack?
now. Go.
Okay. Flying. Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. Eh.
For me, Tart's icon is showing up over here.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, especially because from there, it's there. I can't
Yeah.
switch.
Doesn't help that I've been switching back and forth between tabs.
Shit. Do they have vertical ring out rules?
For the sake of it, I'm gonna say vertical ring out is probably at about 40 feet.
Okay. 30 feet. She will say it's about half, but okay. So she is going to crouch down a little bit, jump, and fly at an angle up about 30 or so feet
Okay.
in the air.
As you do so, he watches you fly up, and he walks over to the palisade, grabs one of them, rips it out of the ground and throws it at you like a javelin.
I thought he was just gonna rip the entire palisade out and just...
That snakes in the ground.
I didn't know if they were like... bound together or not.
I don't think it matters.
Oh.
Even with the decreases, he still rolled a 40.
Oh. If he rolled a 40, I still have an HP left.
No. That's against AC.
Oh, AC. Okay. Ugh.
Kado just kind of covers the bird's eyes.
You don't need to see this, children.
Exactly.
Squawking ensues. Mommy. So, what's the damage?
As the giant improvised weapon goes flying towards you, the tip of it jams into your stomach and does a bit of internal damage, but kind of flops to the ground. As you see, he's like already reaching for a second one. He dealt 16 points of damage to you.
Because the improvised weapon only counts as a 1d4.
Wait. That's a good point, Works.
Oh.
It would be a large javelin.
Still.
Or like... giant.
Even so, improvised weapons only count as a 1d4.
Yes, but it counts as a huge.
So it'll be 3d4 then?
No. I'll just leave it at that, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so leaving it at 16?
Yeah.
Or what? Okay. Holds her gut.
He calls out to you, 6 seconds!
How long did it give you? 40?
She's gotta go a minute.
She casts Protect on herself. That gives me...
By the way, how high up are you?
I am like 35 feet. Wait, no, I went 30 feet.
Okay.
Kato!
So she casts Protect on herself and moves 6 feet. Kind of holding her gut and just tried to take deep breaths.
Works saying that just reminds me of Captain America and just language.
Oh god, I have to last a minute. Oh god, this is not gonna work.
Sorry, if you win, I may actually be upset.
If she wins, I'm gonna be amazed and proud.
If I win, I'm going to sleep in a bed of gold coins.
I'm also gonna be extra happy I gave up. I know I wasn't winning anyways, but...
Ugh.
Now, with the ring out, is it like outside of the physical boundaries of the arena building or the arena circle?
Give me a minute. I am mathing.
Oh no!
How high up did you say you were, Tart?
I'm 30 feet.
Okay. Took longer than necessary. And I still need a calculator.
What are you doing? Calculus on that thing?
No. Basically mathing his acrobatics check against how high he goes up.
Oh god.
Dak.
Yeah.
Tyr gets down into a 4-point and books it towards you. At which point, he crouches down about 15 feet away and jumps. And you see him sail. And he gets about 27 feet into the air, just below you. And he swings his hand up to grab you.
She tries to lift her feet up, just get that last little bit away from him. Just kind of like, when he's coming up, she has her hands like up against her, and she's like, no. He squeaks and tries to pull her feet away. Also, this is not the best spell for her. She's wearing a dress.
Does a 52 hit you?
Oh, a what?
52.
I wonder.
My AC is 16, so I think so.
Let's see.
Like a fucking dog biting a bird on the sky.
Just dragging you down from there. And he's gonna slam you into the ground.
Yeah.
And then just pull a Hulk on.
Please don't pull a Hulk on me.
Dak, as he grabs your leg as you're trying to pull it up, he comes back down and just boom, slams you overhead like a mace into the ground and lets you go and turns his back as you bounce. He deals 36 points of damage.
He dealt how much?
36 points.
Potatoes bounce.
Well, that only takes off 5. So I am down for the count.
He's just crouched up. Like, he turns because he was expecting you to get back up. And he's like, oh. He rolls his eyes and walks off.
Tries to roll onto her stomach or something. Just can't even get the energy for that.
Yeah, Dak, if you'd been 5 feet higher, he wouldn't have been able to grab you. Because I had to math it. He got up to the point where he was at about 27 feet. So then I crested a little bit and added his arm length, which it does say you can do. Which he just barely got to 30.
Aww.
Otherwise, he would just been throwing javelins at you the entire fight.
Damn it, I should have went up to 35, but I thought he'd try and, like, knock me out from a ring out.
I mean, like, if you got lucky, he would have rolled so good on his acrobatics check that he jumped too high and ringed out himself.
I mean, that 28 was on a 2.
Oh, God.
Regardless.
So, like, if he had 20, he would have just.
-6 HP.
It is, at this point, Dak, the curmudgeons run out to you, kind of pull you back and run you inside. You are in a back room with Worksend, Adol, Cottontail, everyone else. Everyone's just like, oh, what happened?
Dak's crying. She's just crying in pain.
Spine all out of whack.
Yeah. And to be fair, him pulling her down like that probably did flash her panties, so probably embarrassment as well.
That's why you wear a petticoat.
Well, the petticoat's not gonna help if all of it and that freaking wind speed.
Or some bloomers or something. I don't know.
That's why you wear pants under your
She
dress.
didn't think of that, okay? She only just got the flying, okay? She's not prepared for flight just yet.
As everything's kind of happening all at once, and there's just this flurry of motion kind of going around you. Dak, you're restored up to workable condition. I'd say you have about... They healed you for 28 points.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I'll say everybody got restored to 28 points after they healed you. Except Yedrin, who walked back to the stands.
Just having a pretzel. And having a pretzel.
And works as a magical belt of healing.
Regardless, is like all the cheeries going on. Howling Raven comes out and he's like, waving his hands to calm everyone down. He goes, "Alright, everybody, that concludes the singles round of the tournament. If I could have our top 3 come out for one moment. And our runner-up as well, please."
So I guess that's
They just bring her back out on the cart.
Like, Dak is like coming out, like limping, like, oh.
Who's the winner up, technically?
Works.
Me.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So we all 3 of us go to the arena, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's just like there's a pause, and you just kind of hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that Tyr has already left the arena. He will not be joining us for the ceremony. However, the grand prize, his belt, and the trophy will get to him. We promise. It will be enshrined where it normally is. He can pick it up later." The crowd's like, okay.
Dak's still wiping at her face, all tear-streaked.
And as they come, Howling Raven like waves you guys to come up to the center of the stage.
Legion's still pretty gashed up, but not as much as they were, thanks to Todd.
Alright,
just see.
now
There
then
we go,
everybody,
that's beautiful.
because of the odd way that this tournament is set up, Dragon of the Sea, Iron Dragon, if you would approach me.
Where's me?
Okay, where do you want us all? Because I can't tell he's supposed to be.
Yeah. We'll just save there or something, who knows.
And as he takes one step back, so there's a 5-foot area in between you, and he goes, "Now then, seeing as you are both exhausted, battle-weary, and unlikely to put up much of a fight or much of a show, we won't have you fight. Instead," he slams his foot down and a pillar rises up between you. "Arm wrestle!
Oh my god.
For 3rd place."
Let's do it, Adrian!
I just see this going like in Monster Hunter, right? Where the loser just gets flung across the floor. Or it's just goobing all over again.
Columbus in the head about why the hell they are actually third place because they got fourth in the matches, but they're never used up to.
Well, there was like
promise
it was
them.
like there was 3 brackets, so there wasn't actually like a proper third place fight.
Well, I know it, but technically it's like.
They're just
all
like,
performed the same amount of matches. That's the thing. I tried to run extra.
Yeah.
Deck toddles back to the little ultra type place, just crawls up there and sits.
Well, if you think about it, Tier actually fought far less matches than you all.
Yeah, no, like he was in the bracket for you if you go to the finals if you get to the end of it. So
Yeah.
I technically participated in the semifinals but lost, and then Todd won the semifinals. Looks that you can get to the semifinals.
Just arm wrestle.
Just
I'm just saying.
what is that, strength or something?
It's just a raw strength check.
Oh god damn it, Brooks! Oh damn it, Dice!
Yedrin, what's your modifier?
Yedrin, because you did technically get that far, I will let you roll with advantage.
So roll again.
Still not gonna help me unless I think I need like 16 at least. And that's not a good chance.
Hold still, roll it again.
You won! Yeah, baby.
Hold on. But I've actually healed up more because, belt of healing.
Works. No.
Oh.
Works.
And Hunt wasn't healed at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yedrin's still just got the bloodlusties. There you go.
The bloodlusties.
It's
Two
for
of you,
Gil.
like, get
It's
down.
for Gil.
Okay, the gill lusties. There you go. There's
The
a
two of you
curtain.
get down and start arm wrestling. Your arms kind of lock together, and it's a close fight all the way. And as you're going back and forth, your horns are getting closer and closer and closer. And Yedrin's are kind of more closely pointed, so she like, pokes Works in the face. He's like, ah! And he pulls back just in time for Yedrin to slam his hand against the pillar. I'm like, we have a winner! The Dragon of the Sea takes 3rd place! And with it, the 3,000 gil reward!
And yeah, someone was a baby there, but I have to argue in my favor.
Daquis Tart, come here.
Fucking shut, Norris.
As you, Dak, as you toddle up to him, he's like, it brings out this big sack of gil, and he's like, for your 2nd place victory, 5,000 gil! He just drops it into your hands.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just
Do you have anything you want to say to your adoring fans?
She just flips him off and walks away.
Well, I think that's too taut.
Yeah, exactly.
Take care of your party members. Take care of your healer, or your healer will take care of you.
Tip your healer. Tip your healer.
Tip your healer. There
At
you
that
go.
point,
Tip
it's
your
like
healer.
Works, Holly Ribbon comes to you and he says, and for the runner-up,
A
one
handshake.
free meal at any participating tavern.
Oh man, that's all.
There's like 2 taverns that are participating.
With the purchase of a drink, of course.
Aw.
Yeah, just
Drink's
move
more
it
expensive than the meal.
Said 3,000, right, Orc?
What was that,
For
Andrew?
third place. You said 3,000 for third place?
Yeah, 3,000.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
At that point, Griggs like walks you off the arena.
He pushes Tart's wheelchair for her.
Oh, let's see.
So Dodge, you're gonna participate in the popularity contest, the 2nd place in the arena?
Yeah.
That's one hell of a talent.
I am going to make sure I am healed up and I don't have any scratches on my face, do I? Probably like a bruise or something.
Holly Ribbon kind of like calms everyone down and goes, all right, everybody, The archery contest will be in 4 hours. Go get lunch. Go get whatever you need. Go take care of yourselves. Go check in on your babies if you haven't.
My
Or
babies.
go enjoy the rest of the festivities around Aperneus. We will be setting up in the meantime. After the archery competition, there will be a 2-hour gap before the popularity contest to give any of our competitors time to clean up for themselves.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you all for coming. And as always, stay excellent! The crowd's like, what?
I just see Works doing a little air guitar.
Air loot.
Air loot. My god.
You know, for the hell of it, I think Gidgeon might be willing to just sign up for the archery.
Jack already signed up.
Yeah, I think
Do you have any archery skills?
I have a crossbow.
No, Yudrin.
Oh.
Don't underestimate my AC on ranged. I mean, my attack roll.
Yudrin just throws her hammer.
I would say my ranged is better than my melee at least.
Yeah,
I would hope so.
Yeah,
All right,
besides,
so you guys have
planning-
you guys have 4 hours. What are you
Yeah.
doing? in the
Well,
meantime?
one, Gidgeon is gonna congratulate Todd on getting second place.
I thought I was gonna have another heart attack.
Dak, as you all are like walking out, like talking to one another, Kato, are you there with them, or did you
Yeah.
jump off? What are you saying?
Not much.
Thank you for taking care of my birds while I got my face shoved into the mud. Says that to
It
Kato.
pecked at my head. It wasn't fun.
They were trying to manage your hair.
What hair? They chopped it all off.
Exactly.
Oh,
Tugging
sorry.
on it, trying to grow it back out.
Oh, Tark, good job. If anyone beat me, I'm glad it's you.
I'm sorry for using lightning on you. I didn't want to,
You did what you had to.
but I also didn't want you to stab me with that spear.
Todd, we all
I would
knew
have hit you with a blunt end.
we all knew what we were signing up for with the arena. Just congratulations on getting second place.
Ugh. I'm just glad that's over. That was scary. Oh my goodness.
And it was interesting.
My heart
Yeah.
is still just beating so hard.
You know, like, I will mention, I actually might seek out Crimson Tsunami during like the break
You're
or
up.
something.
Tar-
Yeah, that
everybody roll a perception real quick,
Ah.
except Fiona.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna roll with my birds too.
Okay.
They'll fucking tell me shit.
At this point, by the way, Rowan has kind of come by and she's like, Dak, you did so good! I can't believe you got that far!
I didn't either.
And then
Oh.
it's at this point you all hear a very sharp and you all turn around and you see Fenrir just kind of standing there, like, straightening up a tie.
Just look back like Titus?
I don't know if that's supposed to be a reference to somebody or you're saying Titan very badly.
Oh.
Just sighs at Carlo.
At this point, he's like, you all did well. I'm glad to see my son found reliable people to be around.
Semi-competent.
What did you say?
No, it's like out of character. It's like semi-competent people. Right.
At that point, he looks at Dak and he looks at Gedrin. And then he looks at Works and he's like, well, all things considered, would you all mind opening your gill sacks for me?
Okay.
Kato just
Bag.
opens it up and holds it out.
You don't get anything, Kato!
Not you.
Yidrin's not going to refuse Tia at this point after seeing what he can do, so it just opens it up.
Okay.
Kato's like the one. Kato's the chaperone on Halloween who goes like, I want you too.
As you open
Basically.
your bags, Tyr dumps in 75% of his winnings into your bags. So,
Oh boy.
So, Dak, he drops in 2,500 to you. He gives 2,500 to Works. He gives 2,500 to Yedrin.
Just thank you.
He's like, he stretches out again. No, I need to go give my son his allowance.
Thank you so much.
Kato's just like, I'd leave it at the front desk if I were you.
Yidrin's
How do you know?
Yeah, no, Dak's the one that knows, and I think Works knows. Yeah, no, Works would know. He was-
I mean, if it came over the link pearl,
Oh, that's well. I mean, yeah, I figure it's not always on.
And weren't they making out as we left?
yeah. And you know, they're not there anymore. They haven't been back in a while.
Yeah, he's Fenrir's. I said 2,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just making sure. I don't know. I don't understand. You said 2,500 or whatever. I'm not used to like 2,500. So
Yeah.
For me, it's just easier to say.
yeah, okay, I understand. Yidrin is more than a little gobsmacked. Will to disbelieve reality slightly.
Fenrir, like, as you do this, like, Fenrir just like, pats you on the head. Then he like thinks for a moment. He goes.
You made her day.
He just looks at you for a moment. He's like scratching his chin. He goes. You know, I could forego my son's allowance if you want to go somewhere private for a bit.
Oh. Kind of puts a hand over her mouth. Oh.
It has been a while.
Looks at the other like
Kato just scoffs and turns around. Ugh, straight people.
And at that point, Fenrir looks at Cotter and he's like, "You want in?"
Not if there's gonna be a naked Lady Lalafell involved. No.
Oh hell no. Her face is red.
Yedrin.
Yeah, no, this is Yenrid.
Oh.
Yidrin's like so conceited.
Not if there's gonna be a
It's
naked lady involved.
It's like dignity or like an extra. What would it be? What? Oh.
2,500 gil.
Dignity or money? Dignity or money?
Do you want to technically have made more than Dak in this entire exchange, or
Or do you want to be a prostitute? This is what's happening.
That is the thing.
Do you want dignity and your cervix? Or
dude?
I mean, if you want, I can have him roll a seduction.
Oh God!
what is he, a
Wizard-
bard now?
Bards can't get laid.
Are you kidding? That's like their freaking class skill almost.
Considering his skills, he's probably gonna get that seduction check.
I mean, do you want me to roll or not?
Do it, just for the hell of it.
Oh my god.
I will ask, does he get any bonus for propositioning you with a very large amount of gil?
I know that.
What did you say?
I know he's getting a bonus.
No, I'm saying, does
No.
he get the bonus for that? Does he get like a
Plus
+2?
5.
Does he get a +2, +5, +4, whatever?
Plus 40.
You know what? He's getting a bonus, a big one.
How big? Just give me a number.
I need a +5.
Oh
Okay.
God!
Wow.
That was a real check force my V.
29.
Yeager's clothes are already off.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Don't disbelieve reality!
Oh my
They really
god.
did. They disbelieve reality rather good. It's just...
How are you responding, Yetrin?
Just joins to his arms, takes his gill sack, and goes, "Let's go."
Oh my god.
While you guys are away, I'll see if I can find a good gynecologist in
You know
town.
what? It'll be just like arm over the shoulder. You know what? Why the hell not?
At that point, he just picks you up and he's like, let's go. He just walks off with Yedrin.
She just has her hand over her mouth, just going, that just happened. Oh my goodness. And her face is just completely red.
Yeah, I basically did that second will save, force my feed, and at that point I was facing a wall. I got like a 20 or something. I was gonna say I might resist my feed, but I got a 7.
Yedrin basically went, that's a lot of money. Could be fun. Sure.
Fenrir just became a sugar daddy.
I mean,
Yedrin,
he's quite the silver fox.
no one hears from you. No one hears from you for the rest of the day.
Sorry, did you miss the archery contest?
Yeah, I was hoping to get that archery contest. Oh well.
Nope.
Cutter just looks at the group like, I don't know how to treat a Bruce service, so...
Why are you
one-
asking me?
One,
I said I don't know how to.
Yeah, one, you would not be doing anything along those lines. There's a reason
yeah.
we have... It's like, we have 2 healers, thank you. What are you talking about? He just walks off. She's gonna go try and find a doll.
Wait, why are we the only 3 not getting laid in this group? There's something wrong with this picture.
1, you're taken. 2, Kato is a gay man who has not found his taste. And Dag is that's a virgin who has insanely high standards. Ark's not even the most charismatic of his family, so...
I'm pretty sure that goes to jail.
Regardless, for the results of what Fenrir just did, Yedrin,
Sorry.
he's on you for the next 14 hours. Fucking stop.
You are
My God!
2 days.
I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna make this by mail.
Hunt's just like, you're gonna keep going? Okay, I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay. Congratulations.
Goddamn champ.
Like a champ.
Man, at one point, Yedrin probably rolled him over and told him to heal. Jesus.
Oh my God, no!
He still gets you to orgasm 11 times during. Like,
That's less than once an hour, though.
Hey, I mean, if you work for it. God damn!
Wait, does that mean Skull is better than Fenrir?
no, it
No,
means that
that water
Yedrin
that's
can
cool.
resist.
Oh.
Alright.
I'm doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the money.
I think at some point it goes past 1 and he goes into, okay, this is one.
Yedrin,
this is good.
Yedrin, do a roll with your dexterity and your charisma modifier added in.
Oh dear.
This one's not going to go as well, but okay, so 1d20 plus dex plus charisma would be... Yeah, not as well.
You get him off twice.
Harsh.
Lots of edging, apparently.
Do you want to do one, Fiona?
I'm gonna mute myself, I'm laughing.
while we're just on this tangent? Because apparently the only guys getting laid in this group are Void Sent.
There's something.
I was gonna say, man, Fenrir's family are keeping up 2 of our party members.
Here's the thing, considering considering Phineas' fort saves probably insane, he's probably got a lot of staying power, so I'm not surprised.
His fort save with nothing added is a 38.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I think Fiona gets like a lot of bonuses because they actually love each other.
Probably it's
She's
so
still
natural.
#1!
Shut up! I'm trying to fucking wingman my girl here.
Skull doesn't get it off at all.
Can I get advantage? Yeah, there you go. She
Sure,
gets advantage.
take an advantage.
There you go. It's at least better.
You managed to get him off about 4 times.
I want to know what calculations you're doing for this.
I don't.
Essentially, I do a roll based off their fort saves versus that roll. And if I fail to beat it, I divide another number that's rolled. So it's basically like I'm rolling X number and then dividing it by 2 if they don't meet the will save or don't meet the fort save.
But yeah, Fenrir's family's now taken down 2 of our party members.
One was much easier than the other.
I don't know. They both kind of went pretty easily.
To be fair, it took Fiona like almost 3 months.
Yeah.
Yedrin, it was I'll pay you.
Yeah, but hold on. She wasn't going to deal with wolf form skull.
You don't know that.
Would she?
Hey, to be fair, all she had to do was wait for the full moon, so...
That's true.
Even then, it's not fully human form.
Anyways, we can get off of that subject, thank you.
Sure.
I've got full moon fever!
At this point, the party has become, Rowan is just standing there, like, holding her hand over her mouth, like...
Oh my god!
What is she holding her hand in her mouth for?
She's like, what the fuck?
She has four-way!
I'm surprised I'm not flagged by Twitch yet.
I don't think you're being exploited is the thing.
Connor just looks at Rowan like, you had a 4-way, you don't get to judge.
She holds a finger up at you and you see a bolt of fire come up at the end of it and she's like, I dare you to say that again.
Am I wrong?
Light him on fire.
At that point, she's like burning hands.
Dax gone, she's off looking for a doll. Done with you people.
After Rowan has finished burning Kato, she just follows you.
Just done with you people.
Attack roll perception to find your brother.
Yeah!
Um,
Single-minded Lala.
it's a lot easier to find him than you would have thought. All you have to do is follow the sound of a shouting Ishgardian.
Oh.
You sorry lot! I can't believe every single one of you lost. Ah! Not a one of you made it to this finals, or the semifinals for that, or the quarterfinals. You see, like, Adol, like, holding himself, just, like, Jolene is also there, looking to the side, as, Sir Gratz is just kind of, like, just shouting them down repeatedly. You see...
Wait, was he in the...
He was
he in the thing, or...
He was the one that got beat by Raban.
Sir Grunow.
Sir Grunow.
Yeah, right.
I'll cut you to pieces!
Right.
You see another 2 members of the Heavens Ward and an elderly-looking Elizin, just all standing there. They're all just kind of like rubbing their faces. And Adol's like, Sir Grunow, as you walk up, with all due respect, I'm not a member of your house. I don't follow your order of nobility. And frankly, I shouldn't have gotten as far as I did. Lucian beat me fair and square, but he yielded for some reason. I had no strength left to fight. If you want to shout at your own member of your household, you want to shout at Jolene, go right ahead. But Ishgard's not for me. I'm returning home to Limsa as he nods his head to Sir Ignace and says, as Sir Ignace already knows, I am leaving Aperneus for Limsa instead of Ishgard. I thank you all for your kindness, and I thank you for everything you've done for me. But goodbye. And he turns to walk away, at which point Sir Grunah just kind of goes, "You get back here, you sniveling little..." At which point Ignace just slams Sir Grunah like right between his legs into his very tender bits. His extra tender bits. He's like, "Nope, that's a member of my house." Just kind of twists. And you see, starts to like sink to his knees. I would have you remember your place, good sir.
She kind of like jogs over to Adol and takes his hand and, let's see, takes his hand and heal.
He takes the heal and goes, "Oh, heal. Dak, you didn't need to. They had healed me."
I don't care. I said I would come and heal you after the match.
So you did. And he just kind of closes his hand around yours and looks at Kato and looks at Rowan and looks at Works. He says, "Oh, you must be some of her other companions. I know Sir Worksend. Pleasure."
Same.
He looks to Kato and he says, "You are?"
Kato Hellstrom of Abelathia's Spine.
He's an astrologian.
Oh.
And a narcoleptic.
He goes to like comment on the astrologian thing, the narcoleptic thing gets put in. He goes,
He just enjoys his naps.
There's just a very deep sigh, and he goes, "Astrology is a very interesting field. What school did you study with?"
It was more of an independent study.
That's fair.
Like, tutoring, kinda deal.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you found someone to teach you in it. It's been very secretive in Ishgard lately. So, congratulations to you.
Well, this person had run away from Ishgard to the Spine a while ago. So...
At this point, you see Rowan kind of looking at Adol up and down, and looking at Dak.
Dak actually still has his hand and is like kind of like rubbing it like almost apologetically. Just looking, sad.
Rowan immediately looks at Adol and looks back at Dak again, and she's like fully gets what Dak is doing, and then looks at Adol, who's just giving like a very tender smile, and she goes, Oh.
What? How loud did she go that oh, by the way?
Very, very faint.
Okay.
Like,
But I have big ears. No.
Adol just kind of goes, well, and who are you, miss? You seem to be observing rather closely. She goes, oh, I'm Rowan Darksbane. It's a pleasure to meet you, Adol. I'm sorry that you had to watch. Well, at least we have something in common, I believe. He goes, yes, Cottontail's quite the fighter, isn't she? She goes, yes, she is. At that point, she's like grabbing Kato and Works. She's like, why don't we leave them alone?
Huh?
Oh, you just seem to be having fun with your brother. I think I can take the boys and we can go do something else. Maybe get lunch.
Oh. Well, she looks up at Adol. I wanted to invite you to dinner so you could meet the rest of them, but pretty much met almost all of them.
Dinner sounds lovely. Where are you thinking?
Oh, we're staying at the Summer's Lullaby. The innkeeper there is wonderful.
I sort of can't whisper. Well, considering two of them are out of commission at the moment.
But that's
Adol's like face just lights on fire. He's like, what?
I said that low enough.
Yeah, no, he was muttering that.
Okay.
like I wanted to Kato and just like whispered it to him.
Cat ears.
Yeah, cat ears.
But alright, fair enough. He's just like looking at Dak and he's like, well, if you want to eat there, I have no qualms. Lox knows a wonderful restaurant with a view. We could all eat there instead if you like.
Well, we've only really been here about a day. I haven't really explored all that much. So, the Summer's Lullaby is really all I know.
I could take you on a tour if you'd like.
Would you?
Sure.
That'd be great.
Uh-huh. Can even give you a piggyback like old times.
Oh, I wouldn't want to impose.
Hey, I can at least feel my legs now.
That is true. That is true. I'm also not exactly, she kind of like shifts a little bit. Like, I'm not exactly dressed for a piggyback ride.
That's fair.
She like swishes her skirt a little bit.
That's true. Sorry,
No,
more sense must have been knocked out of me than I thought.
No, it was really sweet of you to offer. I mean, I could ride on your shoulder, maybe.
Well, no, I don't quite think my shoulder's as broad as Raban's. It might not work as well as it does with the Sultana.
But yes, we're staying at the Summer's Lullaby, and I don't know if I can get a hold of the two missing party members, but I'm sure you'd love them if you met them.
Sure, I believe we have time. Why don't you go get changed and healed up and rest for a moment, and I'll go get changed. I mean, you look and you can see his clothing is in tatters. Like, how it's staying together and he's not standing there naked is beyond you.
Does he still have the rose on his lapel?
It's, slashed to bits.
Aww.
The stem of it is there, and, the very tip of the bulb is still there, but, all the petals are gone.
Aww.
In fact, you look and there's a rose shape, a series of cuts that made the shape of the rose on his pectoral.
Oh, okay. I'll meet you at the Summer's Lullaby, and then we can go on a tour.
Sure.
Maybe talk to Lox about where that restaurant is.
Yeah, about that.
Oh.
I don't think Lox is getting up for a while.
Oh no.
Well, they've
covers her mouth with their hands. Oh no.
He's being healed and he's perfectly fine. The Currudgeons just want him in bed rest in the hospital for the next 2 days.
Oh, he's gonna miss everything. I was She kind of.
Adol just kind of like leans over. He's kind of missing his liver right now.
Just low whine. I was hoping he'd see me at the popularity contest.
Knowing him, we'll probably escape.
Okay.
He's just kind of. Adol just kind of leans down and wraps you up into a very big hug.
She puts her arms around him and hugs.
I'm just really happy to see you.
Being careful even though he's healed.
What?
It's like putting her arms around him but being careful even though he's healed.
Yeah, I'm just glad you're safe and you found some good friends.
I'm glad I'm safe. My face still hurts from hitting the ground.
He's like, pulls back a little, he like pouts at you. Should I go stab him?
No!
He's already stabbing someone else. I'm sorry! I couldn't resist!
You say that and then like, Dak's reaction, and he immediately like, you see his
No,
face.
Works was gone! I thought... No, oh god, please.
No, I think they're still standing there because they never said okay and like walked off.
That's right. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Anyway, sorry I interrupted you.
As he says this and everyone looks, like, at Dak's reaction, like, Adol turns his head to you and you just see his face just turn as red as Dax normally does.
Okay, her like, face is just as red.
He's like, oh. And he just kind of like looks down and he goes, so the victor go to spoils?
The victor goes to third place winner.
His face turns up like another shade of red.
That's okay, her blush goes to her ear tips.
Well, I mean, the inside of his are doing the same thing.
Yeah. Oh.
He's just like slowly standing up and he's like, I see you found companions just like our family. He like kind of lets out a laugh.
It wasn't intentional. She puts her hands on her cheeks. Oh.
Just like rubs his face and he goes, be safe, Tart.
I will.
I think I need a stiff drink.
I think I might be getting one at the restaurant.
He just kind of laughs a little, and it's like, well, you did just win, so you pay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm paying. I am paying.
He's like, wonderful. No, I just.
Well, if you're paying, I'm going with you.
Well, yeah, I thought we were all
just
gonna...
like looks at you and he goes, I thought that was the point. We were all going to dinner together.
She actually says that first thing. It's like, I thought that was the point.
You have to forgive me. My memory is still a little shocking.
He looks at you and he's like, but you got burned.
I electrocuted him.
He goes,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to see that fight.
Yeah, you missed that one. Anyway, Date. I'll see you. And she runs off. She kind of doesn't even finish her sentence and just runs off.
You see him just scratch the back of his head, and he goes. He looks at Works. He looks at Rowan. He looks at Kato, and he goes, "Take care of her." And then he like takes off as well.
Yeah, Works. You better hope no one brings up that you sit down with nowhere to someone to Adrian.
Okay, so Rowan like immediately like grabs. If she could, she would grab one of Works' ears. Instead, she grabs his horn and starts twisting it backwards.
Ow! 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 Ow!
You just can't keep your mouth shut, can you?
Sorry, impulse control a little bit, more off than usual. My brain got electrified.
She twists it the other way.
God, why are you surprised?
I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be.
I
But
try to be
disappointed.
pretty consistent.
Oh, shut up. Let's go check on Fionn.
You can. I ain't walking into that.
Rowan's like, looks at you and goes, "Are you jealous?"
Honestly, yes, I am a little bit jealous because you know what? It's been 5 years since I've even seen the woman I love.
At that point, she's just like, "Oh, you big baby. You just won. You just got paid out the union. Go get a whore and deal with it."
I ain't that low of a person. I do have morals.
Oh, sweet summer child.
Rowan like thinks for a minute. She's like, "Don't see it," and walks away. Leaving you and Kato alone.
How's it always the two of us? Out of character, I kind of feel like we're the Shaggy and the Scooby of the group.
Oh. I think Kato needs to be Shaggy so that way you can jump into his arms. Oh.
Well, what do you want to do, Kato?
What time is it?
It's like probably about like 10:45, 11 in the afternoon. But while you guys are kind of talking to each other, you see like a wounded Percival come out, and he looks at you, Works, and he's like, he very calmly like dusts himself off, and he walks up to you and he says, "Good match, Workson."
I extend my hand. Yeah, it was a very good match. She was over that quick. I kind of wanted to see a little bit more of what you could do.
You and me both. And he shakes your hand, and he's like, and he like bows and he goes, "Forgive me, but as is tradition with the Sons of the Calamity, since I have lost you, I must now provide you with baked goods."
I like these.
Wow, that's an awesome deal. Like, wow.
At this point, like, he holds out like this big package of what appears to be like freshly wrapped blue paper with a big blue ribbon around it. It's kind of like bundled up into what is it? Like one of those hobo packs. It looks sort of like that, except not
a bundle or bindle.
Yeah, looks like a bundle. He holds it out to you. He's like, "On behalf of the Sons of the Calamity, and in congratulations of your victory against I, Percival of the Scarlet Flame, please accept these."
I accept them.
Aw,
Like,
now
you
you're
look at-
dating.
You look inside, and there's just this like, there's a bunch of like peanut butter cookies, like crunchy, like crunchy sugar cookies as well. You see a few like macadamia nuts in there.
This looks good. Thanks, and hey, hopefully we'll see each other in the arena again sometime.
Why did you? Fuck!
He just kind of bows to you and goes, "Yes, I hope we will. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I need to be going." He starts walking off.
Take care, Percival.
You as well, Workson. You as well. At that point, you two are standing alone in the rain again. But you now have a bundle of freshly baked cookies.
Well, Kato, what should we do?
Kato's gonna go take a nap.
Oh, you are not shaking that narcolepsy rumor at all.
I need to go to bed. It's like almost 10 o'clock here, and I have work in the morning.
Oh,
That's true.
And a doctor's appointment.
Good night, then.
Good night, Kato.
I'll
Night,
talk to
Kato.
you guys later.
I didn't even notice the time.
Yeah.
I throw the cookies into my bag. Get some out for a walk then.
Oh,
Time by myself.
All by myself.
one is the loneliest number.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So, where is everybody meeting up? Or rather, Dak, where are you running off to?
I was going to. Crap. One sec. I actually don't have a decent outfit to change into. Yay. Actually, like, she's going to change into her cold winter outfit, except minus any coat or scarf or anything, so just the basics, probably just a shirt and pants.
Okay.
Good hear Leon.
Alright.
I think it said no one's seeing either of us until tomorrow.
2-minute break, everybody.
Okay, stretch time.
I'm gonna find that stupid picture. Okay. So, Dak, you went back to the Summer's Lullaby?
Yeah.
Alright. Dak, when you arrive back, where did you go, Works?
Works is kind of just wandering around. Not really with any sense of direction or purpose.
Okay. Dak, when you return to the Summer's Lullaby, you see Rowan is kind of sitting off at one side of the bar by herself. She has poured herself a glass of wine and is just very quietly enjoying it. I need you to roll a perception, though.
Okay. Perception.
One, you see a little card on the table, like on the bar, that reads, "Congratulations, Dakwa," on it. And then you see there is a very small plate of, I forgot the name of those cookies.
Oh.
Basically, they look like very small, open-faced cherry tarts, but they're baked like cookies.
Never heard of them.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Or at least I don't know the name.
Yeah.
I don't know the name either.
Basically, it's like a sugar cookie has been wrapped around like a small opening of sugared cherries. And there's like a small plate of them, along with a very tall glass of milk, and right next to that is a tall glass of mango juice.
Dak goes, oh. She toddles over and takes one, happily numbs on it.
At this point, you, like, while you're kind of distracted by that, you immediately turn your head to your right, and there is a shirtless, mildly sweaty Skull standing there with, like, pants and a pair of sandals on, like, just getting, like, a big glass of ice water. He, like, looks at you and he's like, oh, and you see his face just ignite.
Hi.
Hi.
Cookie? Offers one of the cookies.
Rowan's just like looking at you and looking at him for a moment, like, I think that's probably how I would have handled that too. He just kind of like takes the cookie and puts it in his mouth.
You can take one to Fiona too.
He like looks up for a second and he's like, you see him think for a long time. He's like, yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. She giggles under her breath.
He like takes one of the cookies and walks back upstairs. He like knocks on the door.
Probably would hear him like, you know, like, ah! As he gets like dragged in by his arm.
Because work suggested it, Fiona grabs Skull by the arm and pulls him in.
Really cool. Door just like silently closes out on its own.
Roll another perception, Dak.
Oh no. I don't want to perceive this.
Before the door closes again and the sound cuts out, you hear, good. You just hear him go, I'm glad you're just as insanable as I am, but it could have waited. It could have, like you hear, it could have went. Then it goes flat, and there's nothing.
And her face is about as red as those cherries.
However, before they get back at it, Skull goes, Dak and Rowan are downstairs. Dak wanted you to have a cookie.
A cookie to go with your nookie.
Alright, with biscuit.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry it was there. I had to take it.
Now you understand me, Tart.
A little
you
bit.
understand me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's really sweet of her. I'll have to thank her.
He's like, he's just gonna nod. Apparently, she won second place.
Ugh.
You know, it can be like, that's okay, I've been coming in first all day. Hello!
Wow. Oh, we're all going straight to hell.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, no.
At least we'll be in good company.
What do you mean? I'm driving the freaking bus!
Yeah. Oh my goodness, really? I'll have to give her my congratulations too. But ow.
And what? I'm sure in consideration of the fact you're sending us all there, you'll get a torn that you forced.
Please, I'll be down in hell years before you guys get there.
Oh my god, I love this game.
I think the fact that we are relaxed about this stuff is bigger and better.
Oh yeah, no, that's just wonderful.
Meanwhile, Mark is going through his own, like, you know, emo, like, music video moments.
He just finds the highest place he can and stares out lonely. The natural drinking
I'm
thing
assuming
for you.
at this point, Fiona, like, grabs Skull by his shoulders and just pulls him in, like, shuts him up with a kiss.
Probably, yeah. That is absolutely what she does.
Thankfully downstairs, Dak and Rowan can't hear anything of what's going on, and Rowan's just kind of swirling her wine. She's like, yep,
Called it.
We probably spent like 2 weeks on like at least a week in a Reagan seeing them get lovey-dovey. So yeah, I think you all called it.
At that point, Rowan goes, "So, Dak, how does it feel to be a gladiator now?"
Oh, I still hurt. I don't like that. If we're gonna be completely honest.
Rowan's like, "Yeah, I feel you." She like pulls her like dress slightly aside. There's still like arrow holes.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
Oh. Oh.
I didn't get to see your fight. What happened?
Which one?
All of them, aside from the first.
Yeah. Well, I used my earth gloves, and she tugs on him a little bit, to send Gregor into the stands. I electrocuted Workson. Yedrin gave up. And Fenrir grabbed me and threw my face into the ground.
She just kind of winces at that, and she goes, so I've gotta ask, did you take any joy in electrocuting him?
No. I don't want to hurt you guys.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I was beginning to worry we all had a thing out. I don't want to hurt him either.
I know. I really don't want to hurt him. He's been through a lot. We've all been through a lot. I don't want to hurt any of you because of that too.
She kind of like walks over with her glass of wine. It's like, so, and like bumps you very slightly on the hip. So, big winner. Buy me a glass of wine? Sit here and chat for a moment before we get you ready for time with date.
Oh, yeah, really. I wanted to go out and buy a new outfit too for the popularity contest, but I almost feel like I should run out and get something now. Because I don't really have anything, and she tugs on her dress a little bit.
Roland just looks at her and goes, "Honey, we have several hours. You want to go clothes shopping? Let's go clothes shopping. Get you a nice pair of shoes to go with it, some new earrings."
Looks up at Rowan like, "Can we?"
Yes.
Just picks up the lala and takes her off. Shopping!
She goes,
oh my god.
Rowan
Rowan
looks at you and goes, "You give the word and I will pick you up and we will go charging out there and shop with reckless abandon."
Let's go.
Lala immediately picked up and tucked under the arm. Rowan's charging out.
I just see her picking her up, putting her under her arm, and like in her other hand she's got a glass of wine and just holding it up like, yeah!
It's like, yeah!
I was imagining it like she's just like, well, makes like a crook in the arm and Todd just sits there like, and it's like,
oh my god, Rowan just became a middle-aged housewife.
Whatever.
She's gonna take her kids shopping.
Hell yeah. Well, the kid's paying.
yeah. Those I don't get to be in that archery contest, all things considered, but oh well.
Yeah. Whatever, you're probably earning more than you would have otherwise.
You're getting the night of your life.
Yeah, I said that probably makes up for it, is the whole having a night of your life.
Shit, now that I think about it, Yedrin, you come out the next day with a +4 morale bonus to everything you do. Just like big stupid grin. Like, holy shit. It's like, you don't even know.
Oh my god, you're just gonna do the walk of shame.
Walk of shame? She's gonna be strutting. What are you talking about?
I suppose, it's not an easy way to add a morale bonus to everything.
They're gonna be like, Fiona and Yedrin are gonna be like drinking with one another, and they're just gonna go, They're gonna look at each other and like start comparing notes. It's like, so the dad did
Oh my
this.
God.
Oh no. Ugh.
Works.
I already know.
What are you gonna attempt to do? Are you gonna attempt to do anything before we call it a night?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. Works is just kind of wandering around without really any sense of, you know, without any really sense of direction or, you know, want. Just kind of not really feeling his best right now.
Aw.
As you're walking around, Works, I need you to roll a flat d20. Alright. As you start wandering a bit southward, you come across this like opening in the middle of the way, and you see like a group of revelers kind of just shouting and partying. A lot of them are talking about the matches and the fights that they saw, and they see you come up and they go, "Hey, it's the Iron Dragon!" They start shouting over. It's like, "Hey, come on, come over here. Let's buy you a drink."
I'm game for a free drink. Let's go.
Oh, you think it's just one? You just see them like start slamming shots onto the table.
You think your pockets are deep enough for this?
Hey, how much did you drink? Come and party with us for a minute. You see, it's just this large crowd of people. There's men, there's women, there's Makote and Rogadin and Lalafels. They're all just welcoming you. So let's throw that crowd upside down.
Takes, you know, 2 shots, just pounds one back, pounds the other back. 2 more, let's go!
Oh, where did I put my notes? Give me 1 minute. Yes, Fiona. As you like pound the shots back, they say, "Whoa, hang on, just a minute. Drink with the meal we're about to buy you."
Okay.
As you say that, they go, "All right, first off, this is the state's dish." And they say, "Bring out the polenta peccary!" At this point, they bring out this very thick slab of polenta in front of you. The corn mash has been slopped, and now it's served piping hot in front of you in this cube. There's a thick gratin over the top of it. There's this very thick white cheese crust all the way around it, sliced into little sections of bread right before your eyes. And it's spiced with saffron, a little tomato paste, and basil, giving it this red and green coloration over the top of it. At this point, you see half of it is chickpea, and the other half is the Laguna variant, where you see there's scallops, scallions, little bits of garlic added into it, along with barbecue shrimp, broken crab claws, and a very large lobster tail over it, with a fine sprinkling of butter covering the seafoods. And they look at you and go, "Dig in, my friend." They hand you a fork.
Works just digs in with gusto. Oh my god, this is delicious!
And then they wave and it's like, "Give him any drink he wants for the rest of the night. The Iron Dragon and the Fool of the Arena deserves it."
Works just pauses for a minute. Yeah, screw it. Barkeep, give me a pint of your best ale.
Yeah, they can go ahead and just immediately pours you an ale.
Just thinking to myself, this is gonna be a good night. And enjoys the meal with much laughter, much merriment, much food, and much drink.
It's like, Ned, basically just have a good time with you.
Yeah.
I will, Dak, I'll let Rowan know what we've had her do.
She's gonna make me fancy.
At this point, I'm gonna end our stream.